So, another loft example would be if you wanted to go from a rectangle to an ellipse, because the rectangle is the size of your phone or very near. If it's too close to the bottom of your phone's going to drop into it. So you have to think about if it can be a little bit smaller or if you're going to put some kind of a bar across your final shape or whatever's going on. But I'm just going to go from rectangle to ellipse. Now, I drew these two on top of each other and then moved them apart, or move the ellipse up to be more specific. So you can see in space, there are my two components. There's a couple of things I wanted to show you that would be interesting, maybe. One, we still have to do the loft. So we're going to loft, same thing here, profile, this profile. We're going to go down to this profile. There's our lofted shape. Yay. We're still doing the center line, or without giving it a guideline. And we're still creating a new body. Okay, fine. Now, one of the other things you might want to do with your shape is right now it just goes from rectangle to ellipse. Okay, yay. Maybe what you want to do is then angle that shape a bit. Okay. I also put this off. Let me go this way. Put this off a little bit, off on one side. So if we look here, you can see that it also angles in space. So when I brought my ellipse up, I brought it up and moved it over. Right? So then I have this nice little angle thing going on. Now, let's say I also wanted to angle this. We can hit your move M key for move again, and we're going to move a face, this face, and that face we are going to angle and decide like which direction you want to angle it. That I want this way, I think. Here's my thought. If my phone is here, I might want this to be the bottom, so this is going to be flat, and that angles up a little bit, and this angles up a little bit. I don't know. It's a thought. That's my 30 degrees right there on my X angle. You could angle this any number of ways, but we're just going to go with that. Okie dokie. And then we're going to go back and once again modify, shell this surface, and we're going to shell at a, let's say we were going to 3D print this. Let's do a 2 millimeter shell thickness. Okay. And we'll see what that looks like. So there we go. So there's something a little bit different. Now, we also don't have a hole in the bottom. I forgot to show you how to do that last time. Not hard. You can spin this thing around. One of the easiest things you can do is go back, because that is a rectangle. That's an easy one. Is go to your box, find the, select a planar face. Okay, there's our planar face. We're going to snap to that corner. When you get that little blue square, it's snapping you to that corner. So we're going to go corner to corner, because I have the two corner rectangle. Boom. And that gives me my extrusion. And remember, if we go the other direction, it's going to cut a hole through there. There's our cut operation. So there is our piece. Now, let me undo that for a second. Let's say you wanted to fit this back end into something, right? Because right now that comes to that shape. But if you wanted to slide it into a slot, this gets wider faster, right? So maybe you wanted to slide it in. I'm going to do this in a box and pick a corner. Okay. So let's say you wanted to have a thing to slide it into a slot that you'd made in wood or acrylic or whatever. And we're just going to do, a centimeter might give us enough to attach it. Depends on how long you want to make it, but we'll just do a centimeter. Great. Now, let's say I wanted to put a hole into that. You could either sketch your, you could do another 2-point rectangle, in a little bit and in a little bit, and then push. Depending on how you align that, how thick you make it, up to you. What did I do? Oh, I did it with a sketch. Oh, fun. That's fine. You can do it with a sketch too. And then take your sketch and modify, press, pull, go grab your sketch, and you can press that in and all the way through, and there's your hole, plus your little piece that is going to let you slide into another slot somewhere. So there we go, and there's our hole through. Uh-oh. Oh no! I made it way too big. Oh, that could be cool too. So when I go to press pull this, Q press pull, select this thing. I want to make sure I don't go too far. This is where everything comes into play, right? Because my cone, my lofted weird shaped cone, if I keep going, it's going to come out the other side. We really don't want to do that. So just make sure that you don't cut too far. You want to cut through that bottom shape, but not too far. Okie dokie, that should do it, I think. Not too wacky. Check it out from the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna have to move that a little bit. Yeah, that probably will work. Look at it from the top. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. So there's yet another lofted shape that you can play with that you might want to attach to something.